Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Something custom chemicals about the console fairly known. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey, welcome to Wanna Bet. It's Back to the Future. A little bit of a different look. No more corporate overlords. New corporate overlords pending. Ben, it's been a minute since we had this. I don't see it on Twitter, but did you already tell me it wouldn't be on Twitter at first?
It's on Twitter. It's just that it's not a post. It's like just live. So we'll have to figure it out. We'll figure it out. But
Okay,
it's on.
so I posted the YouTube and just leave it at that for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I guess that's how we did it previously.
I don't remember. I thought we posted.
I can't remember if that's a new twist or not.
Yeah, I thought we used to do it, but we'll
You
figure.
got to be shucking and jiving. You got to be moving like Axl Rose. You're gonna have to be patient to get today's selections. Yeah. So, and I guess also we're no more RSS, right?
Yeah, we're not going to be on podcast form for now. It'll just be. It will just.
So
be,
there you go. Spotifyers, Apple
Sorry.
Bottoms, Mark Feinsand and the crew who were audio exclusive. Sorry, guys. It's not a podcast. It's a show. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it whenever on YouTube. If you subscribe on YouTube and Twitter, you get the notices when we go live, right? There's ways to do that. So, yeah, more people. Go to the YouTube. So, yeah, fired up. What about the ticket? I forgot to ask you about that. We're going back in time. Okay.
Yeah, and you can still hear us, so that's good.
What's that?
Like, we're good. Yeah, you can see the ticket. I was saying we can talk to her. Yeah, that's good.
So look, I didn't have a perfect night, and Ben puts all the results in the Twitter, but the Pistons was no sweat. Great call there. Wilmington, a little sweaty. UMBC crushed. We are now in our look ahead picks at Hoops HQ 5-0, 4-0, 9-0, 12-2. 12-2 the last 3 weeks. And the game that we wrote up, we will be talking about for Friday today. Look, the Olympics, Ben's GOAT hit. My GOAT did not hit. We took a flyer on the triple-double from Joker plus Kawhi. No triple-double for the Joker. Could not get there on the assist. But we had a great night in college hoops. And, I hit a nice money line with the Pistons. Beltway, Ben, you keep flirting with the plus 75 units, brother, which is no small feat.
Yeah, it's been a very good go at it. And, it wasn't an amazing night, right? I was all over the over. And Tyrese Maxey not going over is actually frustrating. That was, I don't even know what to say. Looked well on his way in the second half and then doesn't get it going at all in the final quarter. But at the same time, we had a lot of success here. Maxime Reynolds double-double plus 235. Jason, I know you tailed it. That cash, that was a big one. And that was a fun one to watch. And it was a pretty good read. Jay Huff, the revenge game against the Wizards. That was a fun cash.
Great call, Ben.
And then Nembhard playing 22 minutes or 19 minutes, whatever it was, and not getting us the 6 assists that we needed. That was frustrating, but it happened. So it was a good night, but hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Yeah, and look, Olympic hockey hasn't been our best friend, but Olympic hockey is out, and I don't think I'm going to have any other Olympic hockey players.
I didn't even acknowledge my GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT.
I said your GOAT. Your GOAT.
I know you did. I know you did. I didn't even acknowledge her. Finally, we cashed one. I told you guys, you don't chase much in this, but I am chasing with her here, and the GOAT had the biggest goal of the that was awesome.
Yeah,
so
big
good for them.
goal. But look, my play on Canada wasn't that off. I knew they weren't going to get whacked 5-0 or anything like that. It's a gold medal game. It's going to be tighter. I thought Canada would score. I was thinking it was going to be more like maybe 3-2. And yeah, I did have your GOAT with my GOAT in a parlay that didn't cash. But I wasn't against your GOAT. But you I didn't want to. I felt like I needed to give you that space, Beltway, Ben.
Oh yeah, it's greatly
I didn't want to infringe on your relationship in any way.
No. I totally get that. You gotta let the GOATs do what they do. I did like watching it live. I'm like, when she finally put one in, I was like, oh my gosh, she did it. I mean, I was excited for the US and they did what they did. I know you could use the +2 something cash for Canada, but like when she put it in the net, I was like, oh my gosh. It was like
I was thinking she was going to take her helmet off and she's going to have a bandana that said Beltway Ben. That's what
she should have.
thought she was
I don't
gonna
know if there's a bigger supporter.
Hey, she came through when it mattered most for her country and for Beltway Ben.
She did.
All right, so I guess you can put our mugs back up there. You're pretty much. So did you wear the contacts at basketball?
No, I'm gonna wear that. Still have mine. Still haven't come in. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. I have one left. I told you, and I was going to use it Wednesday for basketball, and I didn't end up being in a rush with the Ravens presser. I just had to wear glasses. Then I'm like, I'm just going to save it for Saturday for the
Gotcha.
Duke Michigan game.
Excellent. All right. So our janky clock is gone. I'm thinking that's probably gone forever because if we're working with the people I think we'll be working with, they're true pros, and I think the clock will be A-okay. So I'm kind of going to miss it. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to decide. I say we set it at 136 whenever it comes back.
Whenever we get the
software that will allow us to do that again. I do say we keep the 136. Or
yeah,
we'll
136 will forever be with us.
But anyway, for now, we've just got the old clock there, which keeps us a little honest. All right, enough nonsense. First down for me, smaller college basketball slate tonight, and we've been having a great week in the hardwoods, but this is the only one that really stood out to me. And look, we've done better with overs than unders this year. We keep it real, we're truthful, we're transparent. But I do like this under. Ryder's terrible. Canisius isn't as don't score as much on the road. It is juiced a little bit here, under 133 minus 125. We're just, I mean, Canisius on the road is 12-2 to the unders, Beltway Ben. Canisius on the road in conference, 8-0 to the under. Those games have gone under by 7, by 6, by 26.5, by 9, by 19.5, by 12.5, by 5.5, by 3.5. Not particularly close. Ryder is a bad basketball team. Ryder doesn't score much. Ryder's 7-3 to the under at home. Ryder's 11-4 to the under in conference. And they are currently riding an under streak. So we're thinking more ugly basketball there tonight.
First down for me, we are going to tomorrow's basketball matchup. To look ahead, Friday night, I know there's a lot of NBA's back. There's a lot of NBA games, but there's nothing I love too much. And I decided that I wanted to play Michigan on the money line at minus 140 right now because I think at this time tomorrow, or a little bit earlier when we're doing our show, they're not going to be there. I would expect them to be in the minus 150s, maybe minus 160s. And I'd like to get away a little bit from that juice. This is still a bit juicy, but listen, Michigan runs teams off the court. I don't expect that tomorrow. I think tomorrow is an awesome basketball game, a fine matchup. But with that being said, in a spot like this, if because Duke has started slow in a lot of ACC games and they've been able to get it going in the second half. Michigan has been one of those teams that puts it on you and doesn't look back. We just saw it against Purdue, a top 15 team in the country. And I don't want to take credit away from Duke because they did have, when you schedule things, you expect teams to be a little bit better. Like they played Florida right before they turned, and you could say that game was a turning point for them, but they didn't play them at an amazing moment. Like they did beat Michigan. I'll give them credit for some things they did, but Michigan has played a little bit tougher of a schedule to this point, just being in the Big Ten compared to the ACC. I think Duke could let up a little bit here. We saw them struggle down the stretch against North Carolina. They were good for 34 minutes. And there's some youth there, right? I trust Michigan's experience and some of those guys a little bit more, not relying on as many freshmen. Lendeborg is one of the best players in the country. Mara size, they're going to be able to match up with them size-wise. I think it's a really good matchup for Michigan. Duke, it's not taking anything away from them. I just think Michigan's the best team in the country. So I'm going to take Michigan on the money line at minus 140 tomorrow.
I like Michigan in that spot as well. Beltway Ben. Second down, a couple Bundesliga plays. We're simplifying it, guys. We're simplifying the Bundesliga. We've been on these games. We've had these games pegged, and there's been the BTTS side of it. There's been one layer as I went back and sort of reviewed what's been going on there. You're always trying to self-scout. You're always trying to get better. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Plus money on Mindset Home to Hamburg. This one kicks off this afternoon on the ESPN. Plus, look, Hamburg on the road are just a disaster. 6 goals scored, 18 allowed, 1, 3, and 6. That's 1 win, 3 draws, 6 losses on the road. Mainz have been in really good form. We've talked about them on the show a decent amount since they fired their manager. Mainz at home recently have wins of 2-0, 3-1, 2-1. There's a 0-0, 0-1 loss, a 1-1 draw. They've scored 2 or more in 5 of their last 7, have Mainz. They've scored 2 or more in 3 straight at home. We don't know about Hamburg scoring more than once in this match at all. And look, Mainz lost 4-0 at Hamburg in the first end of this fixture way back. I think it was in November. Mainz have gotten a lot better since then. Hamburg have gone in reverse. And then also we're going to get on Bayer Leverkusen, who, look, we had their game with Olympiacos pegged. We've been riding them a little bit now. They, like most of the top teams in the Bundesliga, are scoring at a great rate. Dortmund, Hoffenheim, Bayern all came out of the winter break on fire. And we like Leverkusen. They did play midweek against Olympiacos, but, I mean, they won 2-0. They didn't have to go crazy. They're traveling to Union Berlin. We think there's 3 goals in this match, over 2.5, minus 110. I mean, Union Berlin, 11 home games, Beltway, Ben. Only kept 2 clean sheets. Union Berlin are 6 points clear of the drop, so they're not entirely out of the woods. They're in okay position, but they need to fight for points here at home. I don't think they're keeping Leverkusen off the score sheet by any stretch of the imagination. And look, I think Leverkusen is the better side, and I think they're in better form. The first match, Union Berlin lost 2-0 at Leverkusen. And there have been goals when Union Berlin have played top 4 sides. So over the 2.5.
Second up for me, I'm going to go with the same game parlay. The Lakers on the money line, AR for 15+ points, and Luka Doncic 6+ assists, minus 135. I told you guys before, a lot of times I love stuff in the NBA and I'll play a million different things, but tonight I just couldn't get there. And some of that is, the honeymoon after the All-Star game, trying to figure out minutes for guys. And the reason I played Tyrese Maxey and was so confident in him is because I thought they were going to play the minutes. He was going to play a million minutes because Nick Nurse has rode that all year. And he did just that. If you told me Tyrese Maxey was going to take 22 shots in a game, I would take him for 30+ points every time I got the opportunity. So I'm not even that mad on that read. He missed a ton of threes down the stretch and looked like he was well on his way to catching. Maxime Reynaud yesterday. Felt good about that one in that spot. And then here, like, we're going with the Lakers on the money line and 2 guys who, if they're going to win, have to contribute. Reeves started getting it going minutes-wise before the All-Star break, right? He was out with injury. He comes back, and he's been able to score 15+ points in the majority of games this year, whether Luka's been on the court or not. Both of those guys have went back and forth between assists, and then you add LeBron into the picture, and it's like there's a lot of different guys doing it. But to be quite honest with you here, Luka, Reeves, and LeBron could all have 6+ assists in this game. Luka's still going to have the ball in his hands. Luka throws guys open like he's a quarterback. He does it a lot. I'm confident he can get there. AR's got to contribute, and I think he will play 28 to 32 minutes in this game. And the Lakers, like the Clippers won last night. It's a back-to-back. Right now, Kawhi said to play. Is he actually going to? I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think the Lakers are going to lose this matchup. So Lakers on the money line. Austin Reeves, 15+ points, and Luka Doncic, 6+ assists, minus 135.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lakers are going to go all out here. I mean, the Clippers, I've been astonished. I mentioned it. Part of the reason I like the Kawhi thing is they've been really competitive since they gutted their roster. And if they were up for the Nuggets last night, I think they'll be up for the Lakers at tonight to, at least to Ben's point, keep some of those better players on the court. I was about to say Hopsite, but I don't have to say it no more. YouTube doesn't put ads in the middle of the show, right?
Oh, I don't control them.
But, I mean, I think it's always isn't it at the end? I mean, I watch it in real time.
I think they can put it in the middle. I'm not sure.
Habsite, whatever. If you know, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third down. The Hoff is back, Beltway Ben. Hoffenheim has been very, very good to us. We like this game a bunch of different ways. Ultimately, we think for value, we prefer, of all the bets we made, Hoffenheim half full plus 220. But Hoffenheim has scored in the first half 5 of their last 7 games. That's since the Christmas break in the Bundesliga. They've got 9 goals in that span. Cologne is one of the worst first half teams in Die Bundesliga. They've led at the half only twice in their last 11 games. They don't usually score in the first half. And this is a Hoffenheim team that's been destroying everybody except for Bayern Munich when they had to play him with a red card. I mean, as to the full match, Hoffenheim 7-1-2. Their last 10 games overall. Cologne just 2-6. 10 goals scored to 17 conceded in their last 10. Cologne have kept a clean sheet just once in 11 home games. Good luck playing from behind against the Hoff. The Hoff have scored 2 or more goals in 5 of their last 7. They've been scoring 3 goals a lot lately with regularity. And Cologne have lost 6 of their last 9 matches. They're allowing 2 goals. I'm sorry, they've allowed 2 goals or more in 6 of their last 9 matches. The first half of this is the tricky part. Like, do I think Hoff, and if you just want to play them plus 105 on the money line like I have for the match, I get it. But the way the first half is priced and the way the game's priced, Hoffenheim have been, again, on fire early in games. And we think this is a nice bounce back spot for them, and they're pushing for Champions League spots.
Third down for me, we're going to go to the college basketball market. Indiana and Purdue over 149.5. Like this spot a lot. Listen, Purdue, talked about them throughout the year. They were the number 1 offense in the country for a bunch of weeks, and their defense was kind of letting up. But sometimes when you play at a fast pace, it just looks bad defensively. You're just willing to allow 70-plus points if you can get up in the 80s and 90s. And Purdue was that. They've slowed it down. They need to get Lawyer going again. They scored a little bit against Michigan the other night, but their defense kind of fell apart. Indiana, nothing special. Wilkerson's been one of the best players in the conference, to be quite honest with you. He can give them 30. The issue is, what can you get outside of that? But with this number being in the 140s, and I talk about it all the time in college basketball, this is, you'll find 130 sometimes, but that's usually top 50 defenses or top 100 defenses in the country. Like, I don't know. I just want to take advantage of a top 5 offense in all of college basketball, let alone the Big Ten, in this spot here with Purdue, and I'm able to get it still at 149.5. I know we need to play into the 150s, but usually in these types of games, we're 155.5 or higher, something like that. SEC, good luck finding 149.5 for a team that plays at the pace Purdue does. Again, it's all in Indiana. Can DeVries get it going a little bit more? Can they find something outside of Wilkinson? I think they'll be able to, because Purdue's going to play fast and they're going to let some people score some points as long as they can outscore what Indiana has. A rivalry game should be a fun watch. I think we see a lot of offense here. So Indiana and Purdue over 149.5 at minus 110.
Excellent. Fourth down. You want to get weird, Beltway Ben? Should we get weird? Look at that. Beltway Ben on the wheels of steel. Let's get back to some college lacrosse. There were some other games I liked this week that I didn't give out, but they did go as expected. We don't have the emojis for now. Again, we'll get that fixed once we get on a different platform. But like I said, we're shucking and jiving. We're doing the Axl Rose right now. They're playing UMBC today. It's not a great weather day here in Baltimore. Look, why do I like this? I'll be honest with you. I have friends who have kids who play college lacrosse. I have friends who know college lacrosse coaches. They're at some closed door scrimmages and they see some of these Baltimore teams playing against each other, and there are some common opponents here. How did one look against Hopkins? How did the other look against Hopkins, for instance? And I just had a couple of people I talked to this week say that they just think Loyola's program's in a much better spot than UMBC, and they think this could get a little lopsided. So I'm inclined to believe. Oh, shoot. But wait, Ben, I forgot to give you something too. I also had a lacrosse parlay.
Do you want to just read it, or you want to?
You can't type it in there now, right?
I can, but I could do
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Loyola money line. I knew I was forgetting something. It's been an interesting 24 hours for me. The truth will come out at the appropriate time. Loyola money line, Army money line, Duke minus 6.5, plus 356. Duke's playing Jacksonville. I mean, we loved Duke against Vermont last week. We good luck, Jacksonville. That's going to be a tough ask. I don't think they're scoring more than 3 or 4 goals on Jacksonville, and I think Duke's scoring like 12. Army's got one of the best goalies in the country. Army was a top EFG defense team in all of college lacrosse last year, and they've pretty much brought all that back. They're at Michigan. I still think they do the job even on the road. And we covered the lacrosse game there. So that's also weird. And then let's get freaky in Die Bundesliga. We're going to lay 3 goals with the mighty Mannschaft of Munich. Bayern Munich hosting Frankfurt, -3, plus 238 at the Bet 365. Look, Bayern at home, 9-1-1 in Die Bundesliga. 45 goals scored. I'm not even going to try to say that in German. And conceded just 10. Frankfurters have allowed 3 goals or more in 6 of their last 7. They've only scored 6 total goals in their last 4. This was a team that everything was going over, in part because they were scoring 2 or 3. I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow at the Alliance Arena. I mean, we've seen a Frankfurt team lose 6-0 at Leipzig. Bayern at home recently, 3-0, 5-1. That was against the Hoff. 5-1, 8-1, 4-0, 5-0, 6-2, 3-0. All that's happened in the last 14. So they've covered or pushed this 8 of the last 14. They won 3-0 at Frankfurt in the first fixture. They didn't have to play Champions League midweek. Remember, they already qualified to the final stage. I think we'll see enough Harry Kane to get one in the first half. Even if they do play a B lineup here, I'm comfortable that they win this at least 3-0 or 4-1. And I think there's certainly every chance in the world that they hang another 5-1 scoreline here.
Yeah, I'll stick with fourth and weird. We're going to play PJ Washington over 11.5 field goals attempted at -125. I think it's a really good spot for him. You're facing a Timberwolves team who there's some rivalry. He's a pretty prideful guy just throughout the NBA, throughout his career in the NBA, and he knows some of these guys, and he's going to be playing pretty hard against them. You take Cooper Flag out of that lineup, and guys have to get shots. Najee Marshall, I love what he does. He's kind of a bulldog, a dirty work type of guy who doesn't get enough credit, but he's not a shot chucker. He's not a dude you want taking a million shots. PJ Washington can match you up outside. He can shoot the 3. He can get inside. Does a lot of different things well, and we only need 12 shots, which is something he went over for a lot of the earlier games in the year. He's not over this in more than one of his last 5, but I do think he's able to get it going a little bit, whether it's scoring or just being aggressive shooting the basketball here in this matchup against the Timberwolves. They're going to need somebody to, and PJ Washington is their most proven guy with all the injuries and everything they're dealing with. So I'll take PJ Washington over 11.5 field goals attempted at -125.
Excellent. Overtime. Bundesliga parlay. 2 of these matches we covered. The other one involves our buddies Borussia Dortmund, or Bortman as we call them, who have been lighting it up domestically in Die Bundesliga and in the Champions League. So the mighty Mannschaft of Munich to score at least 3 times at home, which they've done all the time. The Hoff to get us at least 2, which they've been doing. And 2 goals from our guy Gyasi and Borussia Dortmund. Those 3 together plus 383 at the Bet 365. Bortman has hit this in 8 straight games in the Bundesliga. They've also done it in Champions League. The Hoff gets goals from all over. I really love watching them play. It's wide open. Anybody could be the star man. And I like the opponents to concede a lot of chances for all 3 of these teams. So Bayern to score thrice, the Hoff and Bortman to score twice each, plus 383 at the Bet 365.
I'm going to wrap it up with another NBA parlay. The Nuggets on the money line and Nikola Jokic double-double -110. Listen, the Jokic double-double doesn't get us that far. It takes it from some juice on the money line to basically -110. Pick them. I'm fine taking that risk here because Jokic gets a double-double in every game that he plays. And I almost did triple-double, but I don't know. He was 5 straight, and then it's back. He, quite honestly, did everything but the assists yesterday. All those damn rebounds he had. Hopefully, I wish he would have been able for your play to push a few of those to assist. But ultimately, he did just have a double-double. But he's able to get these so frequently. He's going to be aggressive on the glass against the Portland team. Like, Klingon is aggressive on the glass, but Jokic is going to want to bully him and push him around. And I don't know. I just think the Nuggets are in a good spot. I was a little surprised to see the number where it was here. Maybe I'm missing something, but the Nuggets should be able to get a win. You have to bounce back after losing to a Clippers team that's basically told you they're rebuilding.
Meatball says woof woof. We are telling you there, by the way, Ben. That's the show. I've had a lot going on trying to switch stuff from one laptop to another. I have not logged into, I got to get back into our WannaBet email, Ben. I know you sent me that password. And I will do that soon. Do we have any emails or any comments, anything to be addressed?
No, but now in the new software, we can post our comments again. one of our loyals, Seraphine, said late to the party, stacking up units this week, up 20 plus. Shout out to the Maxime Reynaud double. Absolutely. What else do
I
we
love that
have?
pup. That pup looks like he's a Die Bundesliga fan. I bet you that pup loves falling asleep watching Die Bundesliga. Although that league will keep you awake more than most because it's wide ass open, which is why I like betting it.
Kevin Porpora
Wow.
said, I parlayed all the college picks yesterday, 13-1 back to even. Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Awesome.
I mean, again, we keep it real. That's not going to happen all the time. That's awesome that came through. Sweet. No, hey, we appreciate it, man. We love what we do here. There you go. Oh, but that little thing, his face is being covered by, is that the YouTube symbol there?
You can still see it. You can still see the puppy though.
I can't see it. I mean, I'm blind as a bat. Can you make it bigger, man?
You're no.
Can you blow that up like you blew Buzz Osborne up?
No, I can't. I cannot.
I know I'm throwing a lot at you.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Hey, and really, everybody out there, because we had to boogie yesterday. Beltway Ben had to do his radio job, hosted his radio show, and then had to get everything switched over to different. We had to go back to StreamYard. A lot that he did for us to be able to do this for you at regular time. So Ben, again, I you know what I think of you and your work. Couldn't do this without you. You got the technical side locked down, and you've got the handicapping side.
I appreciate it. I
you
appreciate
got the
that.
looks, you got the hair, you got the contacts.
Well, tomorrow I'll have the contacts. I am. Like, can you bring them in
tomorrow before we put the bets up? Wow, we're still under 30 minutes. That's pretty good. Tomorrow early. What do we want to do?
Yeah. I'm thinking 9:30 again. One of those.
9:30. Perfect. Yeah, we've got, and I covered the 9:30 Bundesliga kickoffs today because I figured we'd probably be at 9:30. So I wanted to get those Saturday plays out today. Perfect. All right. I guess put the ticket back up there, brother. There you go. We love putting your pups on the screen. We love everybody who's a part of our little community here. And we especially love when we can make money for you guys and do it with multiplicity, with plus money plays or plays that aren't any more than the standard 10 cents juice that any bookie's going to make you pay. So that was fun. And hopefully we will have a great weekend here. We want to bet. You want to bet. We're back on StreamYard. Who knows where we are next? We'll see you tomorrow.